welcome back to my channel. This week we're going to make 5 different Christmas cards using some really simple crafting items. You just need some ready bought plain cards, or you could just fold some card yourself, pom-poms, pipe cleaners, paint, a black fine liner pen, some glue, a paintbrush and some scissors. So the first one is bringing home the Christmas tree. The first thing you need to do is go online, if you are no good at drawing like me, and find a template to copy for a car. I just googled hand-drawn car and this is what came up, and this was my version of it. So just draw your car onto your card, and then you need to paint your child's foot green and then put the footprint on top of the car so it is like the Christmas tree that has been strapped to the roof of the car. Make sure you press down all their toes so that you get the full print, and then you need to leave that to dry so that you have a dry card to decorate. I just chose to use some silver pipe cleaner as tinsel. I cut a silver star out of some foil from the kitchen, and then if you have some pom-poms, which I am a massive fan of, just get a pom-pom of any colour that you want and just chop it, and you kind of get the loose threads, and if you just roll it between your fingers you end up with like a smaller version of a pom-pom. I then just put a few blobs of glue onto my footprint Christmas tree and stuck my red pom-poms on, and so there you have your decorated Christmas tree being taken home, ready to be put up. Card number 2 is a super minimalist design. If that is what you're into, you just need to draw a really simple bird shape. So I'm obviously going for a robin, and then you can choose. I did attempt to do fingerprint robin red breast, but Oscar just wasn't into that, so I gave him the brush instead and kind of helped him to guide it into the right area so that we didn't end up with an entire red robin, but more of just a red chest. So this was really fun, and you could make a whole batch of these and they would look super sweet. Fairy lights is a really lovely design for a Christmas card. You just need to pick a word, so I chose love, and you write it in one continuous loop so that it's all attached like a string of lights would be, and then just go across your word, evenly spacing out some little sockets for your light bulbs. Just bear in mind where they're going and think that they'll have a bulb on the end, because you obviously don't want them to overlap, but it's a good guide for when you have paint on your child's finger of where you need to get it to. I would advise that this is probably a 2-person job. We started, obviously my husband's filming this and I was doing it, and actually it was much easier with 2 people. I put the paint on Oscar's finger and Jamie kind of manoeuvred the card. So just a word of warning, that probably is the easiest way, but you could do loads of different words and it would look so sweet. So we cannot forget our favourite reindeer, Rudolph. So for this you're going to paint your child's foot brown and then do a big footprint in the middle of your card, making sure that you press down on all of the toes so you get a really good print, and then obviously let that dry before you then carry on decorating Rudolph's face. For this you're going to need a red pom-pom for his nose. It's quite nice to have that 3D effect, and then the rest is really up to you and what you have available. I didn't have any googly eyes, so I just decided to draw some on paper and then cut them out. That works just as well, or if you have googly eyes, of course, use them. And then for antlers you could go wild really. I chose a brown and a gold pipe cleaner and then twisted it together so that they were kind of a sparkly brown, and then just measured them to the card, cut them to size. Obviously you don't want it to hang out, especially if you're going to try and get this into an envelope, but probably not with the nose. And then use a smaller piece of pipe cleaner to kind of twist around to give you that antler effect, because you're going to need those bits that kind of stick off it. And of course you're going to then stick it down, and you're going to need to make another one so that he is not lopsided and he has 2 antlers. Glue that all down, and there you have your Rudolph. For the final card design, this is mistletoes. So for this one, you're going to need another green footprint. This could be one that you do alongside the tree on the top of the car. And then you could just do 2 green footprints and get them both done. So do your green footprint, and then you're going to add in some kind of mistletoe foliage, which has those kind of rounded leaves. And then using a white pom-pom, cut it up so that you get the individual threads, and as we've done before, roll it between your fingers so that you get the smaller balls, so that you get those nice little white balls that you would get on real mistletoe, and just add those onto your leaves. Obviously you don't have to do that bit if you don't want to. And then I added a pipe cleaner red ribbon. Of course, if you wanted to add a real ribbon, you could do that, but just add some glue and stick it down, so that is like how it's tied up. And then, just to make it clear what it is, in your best writing, and I chose in a red pencil, just to write out mistletoes at the bottom. If you're wondering why I wrote it like this, I just hate getting to the end and it's all squashed, so I always start in the middle of the word so that it fits nicely on the card, and there you have it. Thank you so much for watching this week's video. I hope it has inspired you to make your own Christmas cards this year with the help of your toddler. I really hope that you've enjoyed it, and look out for an upcoming video with Christmas craft ideas as well. I'll see you again next week. Bye!